What's going on, everyone? It's BackCourt Violation and Jet Central hitting you with another video. And we were remiss. We forgot to mention someone in the first free agency video we did. So we want to talk a little bit about Tyreke Evans right now, where we think he's going to go. First of all, I just want to say I didn't see this season from him. Like, I thought he kind of was just what he was becoming, was slowly on the decline and was just going to end up being just a decent role player. But he turned himself back into a starter this year with Memphis, and I love it. Truthfully, I wouldn't mind seeing him back in Memphis, but he's priced himself out of that, and I don't blame him. New scenery. There's a couple places I could see him going. I could see him going to the Pelicans, or the Celtics. I think that'd be especially if they lose Marcus Smart. If they lose Marcus Smart, Tyreke Evans is a Celtic, in my opinion. Yeah,
I think Boston makes so much sense. The only thing that you have to think about for Boston is that it's like you have Irving on a huge deal. You have Hayward on a big deal.
Yeah.
Can you afford another, I don't want to call it a mega contract, but another decent sized contract?
It could be a 4-year contract for sure.
Yeah, with those guys in kind of having it in the back of your mind. We have to pay Tatum. We have to have some money for Brown. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, I don't. Well, if you lose Smart, that frees up money.
Yeah.
But it's one of those things. That's pick your poison.
I feel like Tyreke, if the Boston Celtics, if they want to get Tyreke Evans, it'll have to be a cheap deal, like a lot of cash up front.
Yeah, in the first 2 years.
Like a 2-year, $35 million, 2-year, $40 million type of deal.
I don't even know if he's going to get that much, to be honest. Oh, whoa, you're just saying in a 2-year, just
2-year
straight
contract,
up 2-year
2-year
deal.
contract.
Oh, I don't mind that. So just sign him for 2 years, but give him hella money.
Yeah.
Huh.
Because you don't want to be in a situation kind of like the Cavs are right now with J.R. Smith and George Hill and these guys, where it's like, great, we can't do anything because we have to pay Tyreke Evans. So see you, Jason Tatum, we can't afford you.
And you know what? And if any front office is going to think that way, it's Danny Ainge and the Celtics.
Yeah, good point.
So if you're Tyreke, would you take a 2-year 20?
I would take a 2. I mean, if I'm Tyreke, again, I'm not really that knowledgeable on how the cap situations are for basketball.
Well, let's just throw all that out for a sec. We're just talking hypotheticals, obviously.
Well, I would take a 10-year, $1 million to play, but
yeah, okay. But I'm saying, we're not, we're not in. They're not in our position. So I'm just saying, if you're Tyreke Evans, would you bet on yourself on just a 2-year deal, or would you go to, a 2-year 20? Like, they're going to pay you $10 million, but you're only getting 2 years, so you're getting $20 million total. Or would you go to, let's just say the Pelicans, they'll be financially, they have more money to spend. So would you go to them with a 4-year, $24 million deal? You're getting more money in the long run, but it's twice as many years. Do you bet on yourself, or do you go with that $4 extra million?
I think I go with the shorter deal because you're going to a team in the Boston Celtics who were 1 game away from the finals.
Yeah, I agree. You're going to win.
And you have a great coach, and you're going to be set up for success. Now, if you care a lot about the stat sheet, I don't know if Boston or a team like Golden State or Houston is the team for you. But if you're looking to get some money, you're looking to kind of get back in the limelight, you're looking to win some games and potentially even win a championship because you got studs coming back in Irving and Hayward. Plus, the NBA draft that hasn't even hit yet. So I think Boston makes a lot of sense. But this is another team that I want to ask you about real quick. The Miami Heat.
For Tyreke?
For Tyreke. Yeah, does that make sense? Is that a realistic possibility?
Yeah, I mean, I think it is a possibility, but I think he is someone that they would acquire after they make a big splash. Okay. You know what I mean? I don't think... Because, they're stacked on guards. They got to find a way to get rid of Tyler Johnson. They still got Jason Richardson, plus Dragic, whom I believe that they should try and trade while they can. Because what I saw from this Heat team is I called it. I knew they were losing in 5, and that's how you got to blow up your roster. When you can look at a team going to the playoffs and say, "Oh, you're not making out. You're not winning 2 games in the first round." I know, I know it's Philly and whatever, but you got to switch something up. And so, but Tyreke would be a good fit in Miami. See, I hate that I keep bringing up this team just because I'm not a huge fan of them. I think he'd be a great fit in Indiana.
Yeah. They need a 3. They need 3.
And believe it or not, bro, he'd probably be pretty good in Milwaukee or Minnesota as well.
Ooh, Milwaukee. I didn't even think about that.
They're going to have no money, though. They can't even keep Jabari.
Oh, yeah, good point,
Good point. That's the thing. But I'm sure Minnesota's probably got some money, but That's another one of those things where it's like, you might be a good fit, but does Thibodeau fit you? A lot of the times, he doesn't fit anybody, and they end up, like, look at Shabazz Muhammad, bro. Like, what was it, like, the 5th overall pick one year, and now he got, like, 12 minutes a game with Milwaukee at the end of this year. Like, come on.
What about this team? I mean...
For Tyreke right?
Yeah, well, for Tyreke Evans, 2 teams I want to bring up. The Portland Trailblazers.
Okay.
They need a 3.
They do.
They need another scorer on that team along with McCollum and Lillard.
Okay. I like the idea, but that to me sounds too much like when they signed Evan Turner.
Okay.
You know, it's like you're going to sign the same guy and get the same thing. But I mean, Evans has had a better scoring career than Evan Turner.
Mm-hmm.
So. Okay,
well, here's the second team. Tell me if it kind of clicks in your mind. A team that's actually a rival of the Trailblazers, and they barely missed the Western Conference playoffs, the Denver Nuggets. Fitting that small forward or the guard spot for the Nuggets.
Nuggets would be cool, but they've got so many guards, dude. You know, you got Will Barton still, Wilson Chandler's your 3. You got Jamal Murray, Gary Harris Jr.
Well,
they're set.
If Barton goes, because isn't he a free agent?
Yeah, he's a free agent. Yeah, but if he goes, I think you're gonna try and sign someone for cheap.
I just feel like with the Denver Nuggets, if they were to acquire Tyreke Evans and he were to have a similar style of year like this past season,
they're in the playoffs. Dude,
they would make that 8th seed.
If Paul Millsap doesn't miss 30 games this year, they're probably like the 6th seed. In all honesty, so they were half the game out of the 8th.
Yeah,
with their best player missing almost half the year. Like, that's incredible.
Yeah, it's kind of like a Celtics situation, but just at a lesser role.
Mike Malone should have been up for Coach of the Year. To lose your best player for pretty much half the season and get a bunch of second and third year guys to go into a one and done last game of the year, I don't care. That's a playoff game.
In the Western Conference, so it's not like a Pistons scenario.
The last 5 games of the season for the Nuggets were all playoff games, especially the last one with Minnesota. That was a play-in game.
Yeah,
and I mean. Of course, you don't make the playoffs, you don't get any love, but man, Mike Malone should have got a little love. I'm thinking Tyreke wouldn't be bad with the Spurs.
Yeah.
I know nobody's really bad with the Spurs, but I mean, like, with the way this team was this year, they could have used him. Because Rudy Gay was not what he was supposed to be.
Nope.
That's, so, yeah. But all right, guys, that's that for that one. So hit the like, comment, and subscribe, and we'll be back shortly.